Welcome, Pisces. This is your reading for August 2025. Okay, so what are going to happen at the last 2 weeks of August? Let's check it out and see, Pisces, what you may expect for the last 2 weeks. Validation. All right, Pisces. So again, your work, what you've been doing, you're really going to feel validated this last 2 weeks. You know, you're being appreciated for everything you do. So pay attention. Sometimes you don't hear it, but it's there and you are appreciated, especially the last 2 weeks of the month. People are going to really appreciate you even more. And also, it also may feel like too that you need, you know, you may have been having to spend a little more money, but that's okay. It's talking about, you know, it's all right because of all the things that you've been doing, working really hard, that's okay. Also, the validation means you may get a raise. Okay, so it shows there's money comes in for some reason. Okay, so just it can either be that you may need to reward yourself to give because you validate for everything that you've been doing, or it may be that your job may be giving you accolades, and that can come in the form of monetary. Sometimes it can just be an attaboy, but either way, it's feeling like you are being validated for the work that you do. And again, it also cannot just be a job. It can be validation, you know, as far as if you're in a relationship and you're with your partner and they're just really appreciating what you do, and they may want to take you out to dinner or, you know, buy you something nice. It's talking about really being appreciated for the next 2 weeks by all the work that you've been doing in any aspect. Okay, especially it seems around the home too. So if you've been also doing home improvements, it's talking about, you know, really people being appreciating what you've been doing. It also can be too that if you have to spend some money in regards to the home, that's okay, that in the long run it will be a wise investment in the future. So either way, that's looking really good. Okay. Oh, agenda. This is great too. So this is also talking about what, you know, for the future, where your future you want to be. Start planning, you know, putting the agenda of where, you know, what your 1-year plan is or what you think is going to be happening in the next year. Looks like things are going to be lining up, but, you know, be very concise, make your lists because it looks like they're going to be lining up. So August, this is a really good time the next 2 weeks to kind of sit down and see, you know, make your plan, get your calendar ready. It's not too early to buy your 2026 calendar. And especially if you're planning with your partner, things that you want to do for next year, it looks really good. There's you and your partner looking like you have really good plans for the future. Again, if you're not with a partner, now is the good time for you to open that door. Again, the agenda comes up, start planning, start seeing what you want for your future, because these 2 weeks you can start putting that out there. It really feels like what you start planning, you're going to start planning for 2026. And no, it seems really early, but, you know, sometimes they have, you know, Christmas things out already in the stores. But right now, this is for 2026, so start planning. These 2 weeks are really good to put that out there to the universe. Yes, and the Lover card comes up again. So I love this because if you are already in a relationship, this is saying, again, this is perfect for your relationship. Start planning where you want to be in the next year or so, putting it out there with the agenda. It's not too early to be doing it. And if you aren't in a relationship, this is a great time to start planning because, again, this window of opportunity is really great to start creating that for you. Okay. Okay, naive. So what is it, naive? Let's see what naivete. Okay, so this card is talking about testing the waters. Okay. All right, so the card is saying don't be naive about testing the waters. So let me just pull one more card before I tell you. Yes. Okay, so has to do with usually outside of the home. So work can be in travel. So what it's saying is if you're thinking of making a big leap, like let's say buying a home or changing your job, it's saying don't be naive. Don't make the leap in this next 2 weeks. Okay, this is not the energy to be doing that right now. It's saying you have to test the waters. So in other words, if you were thinking about looking for a new job, it would be like you could put the feelers out there, but don't jump or leap yet, okay? Even though it shows that people appreciate you and good validation, it's not the time yet to make the leap, at least within these 2 weeks. You can go ahead and put, send resumes if you want, but don't just jump off yet, okay? And that goes for too with couples or if you're planning a trip, it's talking about, don't just book that ticket this week, okay? So just giving you that heads up. Otherwise, everything is looking great for Pisces, really exciting, wonderful. And I also have a new deck that I'd like to share with you that just gives little inspirations of the ocean. So I'm going to pull one card for you and you can see it at the end if you want to screenshot it. But I will read it to you anyway of what the card says, just as a little bonus. So let's see, these are all ocean inspired. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, sunken treasure. Discover hidden riches within yourself and trust that abundance flows where intention goes. So that makes sense. So if you are looking for a new job in the future, just put your intention out there. Just don't leap yet. Okay, there you go. There's the card. All right, I will put this right down here so you can see it. So first time you're watching, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and have a great rest of your August.